A man's reaction to being told what to do by his wife, understanding and navigating the dynamics. In many marriages, a common scenario arises where a man responds to his wife's requests or directives by doing the exact opposite. This behavior can be perplexing and frustrating for both partners. Let's explore why men may react this way, what women can do to improve the situation, and the implications for men displaying such behavior. Understanding the behavior. Reasons behind the reaction. Instinctual response to authority. Many men are socialized to see themselves as providers and decision-makers. When a wife tells them what to do, they may perceive it as a challenge to their authority, triggering a defensive response. Example: a husband may feel undermined when his wife insists he fix something in a specific way, leading him to ignore her suggestion entirely. Desire for autonomy. Men often value their independence and may feel that being directed by their wives infringes on their personal freedom. This can result in a rebellious reaction. Example: if a wife tells her husband to clean the garage, he might decide to leave it messy just to assert his control. Communication style differences. Men and women often communicate differently. A directive from a wife might be perceived as nagging or criticism by the husband, prompting him to react negatively. Example: a husband might interpret his wife's request for help as an accusation that he's not doing enough around the house. Fear of being wrong. Some men may react against directives due to a fear of failure or being wrong. They may prefer to make their own choices, even if they are not the best ones. Example: a man might ignore his wife's advice on budgeting, opting for an impulsive purchase instead, due to his fear of admitting he needs help managing finances. Advice. For women, strategies to improve communication. Use collaborative language. Instead of directing, frame requests as invitations for collaboration. This can help reduce defensiveness. Example: instead of saying, "You need to clean the garage," try, "Could we set aside some time this weekend to tackle the garage together?" Express appreciation. Acknowledge your husband's efforts and contributions. Positive reinforcement can motivate him to be more receptive to suggestions. Example: compliment him when he takes initiative, saying, "I really appreciate how you handled the yard work last week." Choose timing wisely. Present requests when both partners are calm and relaxed. Avoid discussing sensitive topics during high-stress moments. Example: if discussing household responsibilities, wait until you're both enjoying a quiet evening together rather than bringing it up during a busy day, building a supportive environment. Encourage open dialogue. Create a safe space for discussing feelings. Encourage your husband to express his thoughts on decision-making and directives. Example: ask him how he feels about household tasks and what support he needs from you. Focus on teamwork. Emphasize that you're a team working toward common goals. This can help foster a sense of partnership rather than opposition. Example: set shared goals like planning a family vacation together where both input and collaboration are valued. Advantages and disadvantages for men. Advantages of this behavior. Assertion of independence. Men may feel a sense of independence and control by resisting directives, which can be important for their self-esteem. Encouragement of problem-solving. When men are left to make their own decisions, they often develop problem-solving skills and confidence. Disadvantages of this behavior: strained relationships. Consistently reacting negatively to directives can lead to frustration and resentment in the marriage. Missed opportunities for growth. Ignoring constructive feedback can hinder personal and relational growth, keeping both partners from reaching their full potential. Advice for men: navigating the dynamics. Practice. Active listening. When your wife makes a request, Take a moment to truly listen before responding. This can help prevent misunderstandings. Example: instead of immediately rejecting her idea, ask clarifying questions to understand her perspective better. Reflect on your reactions. Consider why you react negatively to directives. Is it a response to feeling controlled, or do you genuinely believe your way is better? Example: if you find yourself resisting a suggestion, take a moment to evaluate whether it might be a valid approach worth considering. Embrace. Compromise. Being open to suggestions doesn't mean losing control. Find a balance where both partners feel heard and valued. Example: if your wife suggests a different approach to handling finances, consider discussing the merits of both strategies before deciding, understanding the reasons behind a man's tendency to resist directives from his wife can foster healthier communication and collaboration in a marriage. By employing strategies that promote teamwork, open dialogue, and appreciation, couples can navigate these dynamics more effectively. Ultimately, both partners should aim for a relationship built on mutual respect, understanding, and a willingness to grow together. This foundation will not only enhance the marriage, but also contribute to individual fulfillment and happiness.